Welcome to day 10 of explaining every feature in Odin. Today, we're covering unions. Unions are a way of allowing one value to be of multiple different types. To declare a union, use the union keyword followed by a list of types enclosed in curly brackets. To instantiate a union, you can cast to the union from any of its variants. This cast can also be done implicitly, so you can directly initialize with your value. Unions also implicitly have a nil variant, which basically means that the union is empty. This is useful in a lot of cases, and is the best way to represent an optional type in Odin, but that behavior can be removed by attaching the no-nil directive to the union. It's also important to note that nil is not a type in Odin. Rather, when you think of a nil union, you should think of the union itself being nil, i.e. holding no value at all, rather than holding a value of type nil. There's also the shared nil directive, which will make the zero value of any of its variants equal to the zero value of the union itself. This means, for example, that a union holding an integer 0 is the same as the union being empty, or holding a nil pointer. This tag is pretty niche, but it is good to remember. When working with unions, it's often important to figure out which variant you're actually working with. This can be done through type assertions, which have this syntax: the union, followed by the type, enclosed in parentheses. You can assign this to two variables, where the first variable will be the underlying variant, and the second will tell you whether or not that variant is the active variant. Odin will always give you the 0 value if the variant is not the correct one. You can also omit the second variable entirely, which will cause the runtime to panic if the variant is incorrect, which is where the name type assertions come from. It's also possible to use a switch statement to check for the active variant using this syntax. This is referred to as a type switch, and it's super useful. The name you use for the variant is automatically downcasted, which makes the code pretty clean and readable. By the way, Odin has another type of unions, which work like C's unions. You can declare one with the raw union directive on a struct, but C interop is for a later video.